Hello and welcome to the long view with me, Jon Jordan. Today we're doing a first time user experience video. As you can see, we are playing DreamWorks Universe of Legends. It's a game currently in soft launch but coming out very soon. So the first thing we've got here is the push notification prompt, which I really don't like to see here. This is important. It's important that developers can communicate with their players through push notifications. But you want to integrate this deeper into the tutorial, not it being the first thing you show, particularly because you can only show this once. So if I hit don't allow, the developer can't fire that particular prompt up again. Okay, so we've got a improvement, another download some files. Don't really like that as well. I mean, there's nicer ways of doing that. Sometimes you do have to have a download. Say this game isn't out yet, so they're probably doing a bit more updating than they would otherwise do, but it's not good to see that in the first time user experience flow. Select my age group. So this is reminding us in-app purchases. I'm not sure quite what would change if I went for a different group, but anyway. Okay, so two things here. Play as a guest and play as Facebook. Again, this is a little bit of a odd place to put this kind of thing. I don't really want to connect to Facebook. I mean, it's not the case now. You can spam on Facebook like you could a couple of years ago, but I think generally people don't want to go into connect games to games they don't know if they're going to play, how long they're going to play them for Facebook. So much better to have that kind of Facebook prompt. You know, check out your friends. Are they playing this game? Have that as part of the flow, and don't have this as a. I mean, yeah, okay, you highly recommend it. Well, of course you do, because you know the game will be more sticky and I'm more likely to play. But this is kind of negative, has negative connotations. It's saying, really, you're going to do this, you silly player? No, I'm the player. I want to play the game. I want to continue. I don't want a big red notification. Okay, have this other thing. Again, this is kind of common, I guess, in more MMOG type games where you have what server are you on. If I'm just playing this game, I don't have a clue what server I want to be on, do I? All this should be done behind the scenes. All I want to do is download this game and play it. All this other stuff, some of it is important, can be done later in the game. At least get me through the tutorial, then I can decide what server I want to be on. Okay, so I'm getting a bit of story. Interestingly, given it's a Universal DreamWorks, a DreamWorks game, there's no video. I'm not really going to read through all this stuff. I mean, okay. So straight into the game, and it's already looking really complex, although there's no gamers loaded, so I don't know what's happening there. That's a little bit odd, but you can kind of, again, odd that you can see this is quite a complex HUD. There's lots of things going on here. I mean, it's not that complex if you've played a lot of mobile games, but presumably this audience might be a bit younger. I guess they may tune the tutorial, I suppose, to your age group, but equally, I find this a little bit odd to suddenly be dropped into this, and it's not working anyway. So let's come out and see if we can get it to work. Try again. Okay, zoom through this. Okay, right, it looks like the game started now, so that's progress. So, obviously the point of this game is it has lots of different DreamWorks characters in. Obviously Po from Kung Fu Panda is one of the lead ones, but there's Train Your Dragon and Shrek and, you know, some well-known ones in there. So, going through the basic moves, so just a kind of a point and click. So here's a battle. Tap to make a tap. Doing a tap. Oh, okay, it's gone around the back. So you can see also on Po we've got a health and some sort of other bar as well, which probably is some sort of special attack. Protect our destinies, he said. Maintain the balance. So I didn't even have to tap on them now. It's just like an auto attack. Oh, what's happening here? Okay, I don't quite know what's happening there. Master Uwe. It is I will be. You must return your life So we're going to do special attack now. So his skill bar, that was the thing I was talking about at the bottom, the orange bar. So let's do his super skill. A dragon attack.
Skadoosh.
Now we do have some sort of video. Okay. This is where we see some of the other characters. So here's the train your dragon. Okay, so this is how we're seeing all these little bloblets spread through the DreamWorks universe.
Well, boys, we've got a crisis on our flippers.
I am free. Oops.
Okay, now we're doing another tutorial on, I guess this is the start of the game proper.
My name is Valka from an island called Burke. A rift opened in our sky.
Whoa!
You're not as cool as being.
I guess you met Oob.
It must have been cool.
Oob said the droplets and
Oh,
Okay,
somehow.
quite a lot of text I have to say,
All right.
for game, presumably for kids. Okay, so team name. Can I? I can. So it's weird. It says team name. Actually, it's your, your player name. Okay.
Let's start by returning that.
Looks like here we've got a base. So it's going to be some base building elements. That's my vault. Where does that go? Oh, I see. So that's I kind of power up that statue for permanent bonus. Okay.
Oh, heroes from every world will fight by your.
So here's the summoning. So this is a squad-based RPG, so a well understood kind of gameplay, metagame design proposition. So I need my summons. Do I get them from the mail, I guess? The mall, sorry, not the mail. Okay, I have to build it first, right.
Let's see who first answers.
So, again, as typically we see in these kind of games, we have different levels of summon. So this is the first one, the green one here that I'm going to do is going to give me a 1 to 2 star hero. If I have this summon, Jade summon, I can get a 1 to 3. And if I have a moon one, I get equally a 1 to 3, but 2 stars guaranteed. So, a 2-star heroes are guaranteed from a 10 times summons, which involves me having 900 of those. Oh, okay. Not quite sure about those ratios. Anyway, let's see the first hero I get. I guess I keep Poe, do I? And I've got a penguin. Let's see basic RPG stats. I don't have any other summons. I have a free one here. Okay, I have a moon summon. Is that going to work? Doesn't want to work. Oh, I've got to return. It's saying the. Okay, I've got to follow this tutorial. Okay. Really weird. This level up gear 5 times thing flashing. It's quite disconcerting. So you see some worlds. Go to the rainforest. See. Okay, so this is the enemies we're going to have. I can bring up to 5 heroes, just got 2, so I'm going to add my penguin. Oh. Well, that's not right. Oh.
let's get to it.
This is also an energy system, so it's using some energy every time I go and do a mission.
What do we have here? Daddy cat. Black. Oh, is it that? Oh, hey, little guy. Dubious compliment.
So off we go. I guess we notice this is in real time, so it's not a turn-based RPG like lots of them are. Whether this means we can auto-play at some point, I don't know. Lost me, penguin. Okay, here he comes. use his skill. Oh god, there's plenty of enemies. Oh, is that it? No. Yes. Oh, what happened to the big lion? I guess I'll get him right at the very end. Leveled up. Done. What? Why? Okay. Oh, that's odd. Oh, probably because I'm still in the tutorial. You think it would throw me into the next battle. Let's add another hero with a moon summon. Okay, so that was what I couldn't do before, wasn't it? So here's this moon summon. Get someone a bit better than a penguin with a ray gun. Oh, he's not very interesting. What's he? A crude? No, not very interesting. Okay, not one of the better heroes, I fear. Okay, so I need to add him, don't I? So next mission, add my crude, and what does he do? Physical striker. Okay, using up 6 energy. How many? I've got loads of energy. Almost sometimes you kind of think there's also the point of having an energy system, but I'm presuming some people would use it up. So I've got 2 Poe and my crude taking the front, and the penguin is at the back. Come on. So it is weird that these early levels are so long, because it's not really terribly exciting gameplay, is it? Okay, use Ip's attack to interrupt the droplets attack. That's his attack. I guess I could move him out of the way if I could be bothered. I could do his attack. Yeah, they've all got their special attacks. Has he gone? Very slow animation. Okay, so 3-starred that one. So damage. It's an odd thing to kind of have. It shows you the damage of each character, which is, I mean, this would be standard in an RPG, but for a kind of more kid-friendly one, perhaps a little bit odd. Okay, I've completed a quest. Let's claim my reward. Side. Okay, side reward, side quest. Okay. Well, I think probably I will leave it about there. That's going on for over 10 minutes. So the point of the first-time user experience videos is just to get a kind of a brief feel of what the game's about. It's not to go into massive depth about it. This one, I would say, not a great first-time user experience for a number of ways. Just you didn't get into the game very quickly. I'm not so bothered about the game didn't load the first time. I mean, that can happen. Obviously, you don't want that to be happening across the board because people will just delete the game. But I just kind of think the onboarding was not as straightforward as it could have been. And surprisingly so, I think, based on what we'd expect to be a slightly younger audience for this type of game. Basically, this is a squad-based RPG, has all the elements of that, has all the kind of UI, all the HUD elements, doesn't make things any simpler. I mean, it has a nicer colour scheme, I suppose, but it doesn't really seem to be doing very much for its audience. Maybe I think the audience will be older, so it's hard to judge, but yeah, at this point I don't really think the first time user experience was all that great, really. I think it could have been designed a lot better, and I'm sure maybe when the game's released, even when games are released, people spend a lot of time seeing how the audience is playing with them, even though they have been in soft launch for a while. So I think that has a lot of improvement could be made on this one. So I guess that's all I'm saying. Anyway, so thanks for watching the video. This is the long view. In the long view, we do a lot of videos about free-to-play games, free-to-play mobile games, particularly first-time user experience, 'cause that's very important, but other things as well. So if you like free-to-play mobile games, don't forget to subscribe. But thanks for watching the video, and hope to see you again soon.